Okay, we are going to go over a new sound today. But first, just so we're going to be able to, all the things we're going to cover through the lesson. So, for these are our targets. How y'all do y'all's target, but it's a little different. But I'm going to say it and you're going to repeat it. Okay? Asher? I can identify the spelling for the OO sound. I can expand a sentence using adjectives and prepositions. I can read with purpose and understanding. I can answer questions about key details in a text. Okay, so this is our agenda. We're gonna go over the spellings for the whole sound. We're going to have a sheet that y'all are gonna do towards the end. We're gonna practice expanding our sentences like we did on Monday. We are going to read our next story. We're going to do our reading groups. We're going to do some questions, and we're going to have independent work at the end. First, some expectations. We're going to be our active listeners. How do we be an active listener? Reagan?
Our brains are thinking.
Our brains are thinking. Our eyes are
Looking.
Our eyes are looking. Our ears are
Listening.
and our hands and body are still. We're going to walk slowly whenever we go from our desk to the carpet, and whenever y'all know this, whenever I ring the bell, we're going to go. Today's sound is the O sound, like an lit. Everybody do it. Lit. The O sound. Question is if you think it's if you know if it's a vowel or a consonant sound. Question is Eliana. Why do we think it's a consonant sound? Because it blocks the airflow. So if you say the O sound, say it. Oh. Where is your tongue at?
The top of your
It's on the
mouth.
top of your mouth, so it kind of blocks our airflow, right? Yes. And that makes it a consonant sound because something is obstructing our airflow. Whenever we have consonant sounds, what color do we use to color them? What color do we use, Tyron? Red. We use red to color our consonant sounds because it stops the airflow whenever we go to make the sound. We are going to play one of our little games, and it's going to be with the O sound and our R sound that we did Monday with our spelling tree. Okay, if you hear the O sound, we're gonna hold up a 1. Alright, hold up a 1. Elin, hold up a 1. Cameron, hold up a 1. So if we hear the O sound, we're gonna hold up a
1.
If we hear the R sound, we're gonna hold up a 2.
2.
So if we hear the O sound, we're gonna hold up a
2.
The O sound, we're gonna hold up a 1. If we hear the R sound, we're gonna hold up a 2. All right, you ready to listen?
Yeah.
The first word is right. Right. Everybody should have either 1 or 2 up. Right. Why did we put a 2 up, Reagan?
Because it's the R.
Because it's the R sound. The next word is lawn. Lawn. Everybody hold up your finger. Everybody has to do it. Lawn. We would hold up a 1 because we hear the O sound.
Lowercase L.
It kind of does. And then our next word is loop. Loop. What do we hold up? Asher, what do we hold up? Oh, 1. Our next word is wrong. Wrong. What do we hold up? We would hold up a 2. Why do we hold up a 2, Weston?
Because
For the word wrong, why do we hold up a 2? Because it has the R sound. The next one is rubbed. Rubbed. Everybody should have a number up. Rubbed. Our number that's up should be 2 because we hear the sound, Adeline. Our next one is roots. Roots. I need everybody putting your hand up. A number up. We put up a 2 because we hear the sound. What about looked? Looked. What do we do for looked? What do we hold up for looked? A 1 because we hear the. Our next one is ranch. Ranch. What do we hold up for ranch? We would hold up a 2. Good job. And we have lamp. Lamp. Grace, what do you hold up? 1. Aiden, grab your hands. And our last one is lakes. Lakes. What number would we hold up, Asher? What number would we hold up?
1.
1. What number would we hold up, Weston? Because we hear the O sound, we would hold up a 1. Now we are going to go over our rules for the different ways to spell the O sound. So we have a single L right here. And we have a LL. So for our single L's, it can be found in the beginning. It can be found in the middle. And it can be found in the end. So the single L can be found in any part of the word. Because if you look, how common is it?
Super common.
It's super common. So that's why we can find it in a lot of our words with the O sound. The rule that it follows at the end is the single L comes at the end of a word that does not have a short vowel sound. So it's not going to come after a short vowel sound. What are our short vowel sounds? A, E, I, So we are not going to find a single L at the end of a word with a short vowel. It's at the end of a word that does not have a short vowel. And then it can be found kind of in the middle and the beginning with a cluster. So the clip. You can all say clip. Clip. And then we have long. Thank you for telling me.
I'm sorry. What I do?
It stopped.
I can't. It's never done this.
Sorry, y'all. That one didn't stop this. So we're good. Okay. Now we're going to go over our rules for the LL. Our LL is going to come at the end of the short vowel sound. So we can find the LL like in still. It's still. We can find it in dog. We can find it in bell. These are our short vowel sounds, and we use the LL in words that have our short vowel sounds. When do we use our double L, Weston? In words with what type of vowel?
Short vowel.
We use them in words with the short vowel sound. And what about how common is the LL? Not too common. So the most common is the L. And then this one is not very common. We are now going to try to come up with some words with the O sound. So try to come up with some that have the single L but also try to find some that end with a double L. And to find a word that ends with a double L, what type of vowel does it need to have?
Short vowel.
A short vowel. So try to think of words that have a short vowel in it and have the L sound in it. And if you find one, it should be a LL. Turn to your talking partner.
Okay,
So that would be
Okay.
What do you do when triple
Oh, hands up, or I'm gonna pick 6. You put your hands up. I'm gonna pick 6. 14. What did you say, Julie? Skill. That's a good one. And skill has the LL. Number 15.
15.
15. What's your word? Lungs. So that's at the beginning. It's a single. Hello, Asher. Number 17.
Lime and walk.
Lime. Where do we hear the O sound in lime?
At the beginning.
Beginning. And what was it? Walk.
Yeah, walk.
Do another one. 9. Freya.
Lizard.
Lizard. All right. Who had some that had the L at the O sound at the end? Camden. Will. What's another one, Connor?
Single.
Single. It's not double L. Oh, true. What do we have? We had lizard and wall. I actually pressed the erase button, but it's okay. And then we had Will and Phil. All right, let's do another double L. Liam.
single L. So that would just be a single L. It's just a single L.
A ball. Ball has the double L at the end. Reagan, what did you say? Spell. Grace, what did you say? Smell. So you can have smell, eat, or smell. That's why it's a double L. Let's do one more, Roman.
Lollipop.
Lollipop. Yeah, I can get it better. What do we notice on this one? What do we notice on lollipop? Harper?
It could go in the single L or the double L.
It can go in both of them.
It starts with one L and then there's an L and then there's 2 L's.
Camden. Alright, so these are our single L at the beginning and in the middle, and then we also have our double L.
She might not be.
So this is the sheet that y'all are going to do later at the end. And you are going to read these words up here. So this one is long. And we are going to sort them into either a single L, Adeline, or a double L. So if I have the word long, Where do you think I should put it? Brett, where do you think I should put it? In the single L, so I would write it right here. And then you would keep going, you would look at all the words, you would see if they have either the single L Asher or the double L, and you would put it under the one that it goes with. We're gonna do that later. Now we are going to talk about extending our sentences.
Yes.
Who remembers what adjectives are? Who remembers what adjectives are, Eliana? Well, they help to
All the stuff.
they help to tell us about nouns, or they describe our nouns. They help us to describe our nouns. In some ways, we could use adjectives to describe stuff. Is you could ask what size is it. You could say it's either tall or short. You could say what color is it. It could be red or orange. You could say how does it feel. Something could be hot. Something could be cold. What's another way? What's another way that something could feel, Grace? It could feel sharp. It could feel fuzzy. It could feel soft.
It can be warm.
It can be warm. How something looks. It could look scary. It can be pretty.
Bright.
It can be bright. We can explain how something smells. It can be really stinky, or it could be fresh, like flowers. Or something tastes. Juicy, sour, sweet. We could do the shape of something, like if we have a ball could be round. And we could describe how someone behaves. Like someone could be nice, someone could be not so nice. Someone could be slow, like the slow turtle. So all of these things help us to describe a noun. And whenever we're writing our sentences, we can use our adjectives to make our sentences juicier. And we can also talk about where something is happening. So like on Monday, we talked about how Nan cooks. Where do we say Nan cooks?
In the
In the kitchen. So we use the word in to show where something is happening. We could also say out in the schoolyard. So if we say that whenever we play for recess, we go out in the schoolyard. Does that tell us where something is happening?
Yes.
Yes, we could use words like in, we could use out, we could use behind. You could use all kinds of words to show where something is happening. Or you could use during. They say, or that'd be when it's happening. So we can use these types of words in our sentences to help us say where something is happening. And that will help our sentences be more juicy. We'll have juicier sentences if we can use our adjectives, our describing words, and we can use our words to help say where something is taking place as well. And both of those will help our sentences be juicier. Okay? We good?
Yep.
So some more questions we can ask whenever we're trying to make our sentences juicier. We could ask when. We could say a time. We could say if it was during a certain season, like in spring or summer or fall or winter. We could say during the day or during the nighttime. Does that all tell us when something's happening?
Yes.
So if Nan cooks in the kitchen at night, that tells us where and it tells us when, because at night. We also say where. You can say at your house, say somewhere in your house, like in the living room, in the kitchen, or you can say on a vacation, like in Disney World or at the beach or in the mountains or in Tennessee, on any vacation that you and your family may go on or have gone on. You could write that something happened there, and that would be another way to say where something is happening. You could say at Disney World, or at the beach, or in the ocean. Okay? And then we can ask ourselves the question, how?
Or like that pizza.
Well, that's for another question. We can say how is something happening? Is it happening quickly? Is it happening slowly? Is it happening loudly? Is it happening, what's another one?
Quiet.
Is it happening quietly? We could say all of these things to we could use all of these things to describe how something is happening. And then we have what? Talking about, so Monday our sentence was Nan cooks and we made it juicier. We said that Nan cooks corn. So that tells us what she cooks. And the what kind for the corn was that it was fresh corn. So another example would be what kind? Like what kind of pizza? What if we said,
And for where?
what if we said Asher eats pizza?
We could say like cheese pizza.
We could say that Asher eats cheese pizza. And then we could,
I do love pizza.
you do love pizza? So we could say Asher eats cheese pizza. And that already gives us more information, doesn't it? Other than just Asher eats pizza.
Yeah.
We could say Asher eats cheese pizza. And that already sounds better. And that answers our question of what kind. So these questions we have when, we have where, we have how, we have what, and we have what kind. We can ask those questions to ourselves, Reagan and Camden, whenever we are trying to make our sentences juicier. Ooh, look at the door. Liam, go ahead. So now I am going to model how to make this sentence juicier. So this just says Max Diggs. Is that boring?
Yes.
I think that's very boring. Would you want to read a book that has sentences like this?
No. No.
If all the sentences were just like 2 to 3 words, would you want to read a book like that? You'd probably put it down and say, I don't want to read that, right? So let's make this sentence juicier. I'm going to say, Max digs a deep hole.
And you could say on the ground.
During the daytime.
Yeah, definitely daytime. So, because if it was nighttime,
So-
you wouldn't see.
Yes. So I answered the question, what?
What?
I said,
When?
a hole. He
When?
dug a hole. I have the question, where? No, I have a question, how? How did he dig his hole? He dug a
Deep.
or what kind? It was a deep
When?
hole. And then we also have
When?
our question, when?
When?
When was it? When was it?
Yeah.
When was it, Weston? During the daytime. I use this word to help me say when it was happening. Okay. So Max digs a deep hole during the daytime. Does that sound way better than just Max digs, Asher? It's a lot juicier. Would you want to read a book that has sentences like this?
No. Yes.
Like this?
No. No. Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to read a sentence with a story with juicy sentences, or do you want to read a sentence with
Juicy.
juicy sentences? Okay. All right. Now we are going to do some practice with it. So I want the teal row. So Tyron, Camden, and then should I do the 3?
Mm-hmm.
So pink and teal. Y'all come right here. Blue, y'all go by Harper. The blue row, y'all go by Harper. And the red row, y'all come by Elin. So Weston and Avy, y'all come by Elin. Y'all sit. Sit in a circle.
Okay, so we need a left square, a right side over here.
Wait, I'm gonna give y'all a sheet that has a short sentence on it. The questions are also on there to help y'all. Y'all are going to make up a sentence, a juicy sentence, and y'all are gonna be able to tell me the sentence, and you're gonna have to tell me what questions y'all answered to make your sentence juicier. Okay.
I'll do the writing.
We're not writing. What do y'all guys say?
No, you don't get a story.
What about y'all can say what is he driving? And we don't need to do screaming. Y'all come up with So how could you? You don't hang up in the baby animal zoo. You want ready? All right, we're gonna start with Harper's group.
We said Jack drove in the truck to the petting zoo in the afternoon.
Jack drives a truck to the petting zoo in the afternoon. So what questions did y'all answer?
What, where, and what kind?
So y'all said he drives what? A truck. He drives where to the petting zoo? When? In the
Afternoon.
and what kind? It was a petting zoo, not the zoo. All right, y'all's group.
So Kate saw.
We don't say I. What do we say? This is a group.
We
Hey,
say
you talk.
Kate found a dog on a mountain at daytime.
So y'all said so we think y'all should have worked together. So what did y'all say again? Kate found
a dog on a mountain at daytime.
So y'all said what she found. She found a dog. Y'all said where she found it, on a mountain. And y'all said when did she find it? During the daytime. Good job. Y'all's group.
We said Jack skipped to high school. Prairieville High School.
Jack skipped to Prairieville High School
During the summer.
during the summer. So y'all said Jack skipped to Prairieville High School during the summer.
It was Prairieville Middle.
Prairieville, okay.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter where it's okay. So Alright. Good stuff happening. So y'all's sentence was Jack skipped to Prairieville Middle during the summer. Was that it? Okay. So we answered the question of where. We answered the question of when. Good job. All right, y'all's turn. Let's listen to our friends. Camden, we're listening. Weston, we're listening. Ashton, we're listening. Everybody should be looking at who's presenting.
Sam made a pepperoni pizza.
Pineapple pizza at the pizza
shop today.
That was a juicy sentence. So their sentence said, Sam made a pepperoni pineapple pizza at the pizza shop today. So what questions did y'all answer?
When?
We answered when,
Where?
where, and
What?
what
What?
What kind? So y'all said it was a pepperoni pineapple pizza. Y'all said that he made it today, and y'all said he made it at the pizza
Because it
shop.
doesn't have the ED, but actually the DE.
All right, y'all can hold your papers in the air. I'm gonna come around and grab it. Thank you. And I want you to quickly and quietly move back to your spots on the carpet. Okay. You're gonna be fine. Everybody move back to your spots. So we just figured out how to make our sentences juicy by adding our describing words and by answering the questions when or where or how or what kind. So whenever we're trying to extend our sentences, y'all are gonna do this later by yourselves. The questions are gonna be up here, but y'all are gonna have to answer those questions and make your sentences juicier. Okay. Now we are going to start talking about our story for today. What story did we read yesterday or Monday? Harper. We read The Bone Man, and someone raise your hand and tell me what happened in The Bone Man, Eliana.
They brought it to an expert.
So Max and Kate brought the bone to the bone expert. Do y'all remember what his name was? Y'all remember what his name was? Ron Fitch.
Yes.
Ron Fitch was his name. And what did Ron Fitch say he needed to do before he could tell them what kind of bone it was?
Measure.
No, Rhett. He had to run some tests to figure out what type of bone it was.
I thought it was.
So today we are going to read the story called Two Good Things and One Bad Thing. I wonder what the bad thing is going to be, Asher. I wonder what it could be. So we are going to read the story. In this story, Kate is going to find out what the two good things are and what the one bad thing is. Okay, we are going to do it in reading groups. If you are sitting at your desk, so if you're in green or blue, you're going to read the book, and then you can start working on the questions that go with the book. Once you're finished, you can do your spelling 5 ways.
What about the paper, like the sorting out?
That's going to be at the very end. Okay, so we're going to do our reading groups, we're going to do our discussion papers, and then after that, we are going to work on the extending the sentence and the sorting paper. Okay, so side. Oh, wait, we got to go over the spelling words.
Hey.
Our spelling words in this are
Wrist,
wrong,
with eyes,
solve yourselves.
yourselves.
Asher, pick your head up.
Fish, scratching, 2, why, because.
So, this word right here, it means I have.
It's a
It's a contraction. That means I have. Now, I don't think I covered them up. No, close your eyes.
I was just doing that.
All right. You can open. So, our vocabulary. Oh, I didn't cover the first one. What does thrilled mean? It means you're excited about something. So, oh, you're thrilled. You're thrilled about something. Y'all ever get thrilled about something?
Yes.
Get excited?
Yes.
That's what thrilled means.
I can still see part of the story.
I know, it's okay. Then we have state park. Do you know what a state park is? Liam, what's a state park? You know? What could a state park be? You don't know?
I know.
Tyron?
Where you can skate.
Not a skate park. A
It's
state
a
park. Connor?
It's like a place, like, there's a park where you can, like, dig out, like, stuff and bones.
Okay. So you think it's where Max and Kate were whenever they found the bone? So a state park is it's a bunch of land that is owned by the state government, and it is set aside for people to enjoy. So whenever Max and Kate found the bone, they were actually at the state park whenever they were camping, and they went and found the bone at the state park. And then nobody know what bummer means.
part of it.
Bummer. A bummer. Camping.
It means like you were planning something and it didn't go with
So it was a bummer.
Too bad, too sad.
What does too bad mean, Adeline?
It means like
Did I say too bad? I'm gonna say bummer.
I can see part of the word.
Okay, so bummer means
I
it shows disappointment, and it means too bad. There's sad face.
I can see part of the word. I can see everything.
It means too bad.
Oh,
So, oh, bummer.
too bad, too sad.
Okay, now we are going to go to our table, side one, video table, side two. I need yellow to my desk. Red to my desk. We're good. Yes, they're doing fine. Oh, we gotta pull the chair. We didn't do it today because my there was yes, I'm gonna leave it. All right, let's turn to our page, our book, where the story of 2 good things and 1 bad thing begins.
I got page 52.
52.
2 of them are good things.
And you can begin reading once you get there.
One is bad things. Tell me one of the good things. Mr. got the test.
They're being pretty quiet today. Maybe
The bone that Max found is a key that I found out.
I've got 3 things to tell you.
It was so when I was there, I was reading that.
Because you were on book. All right, start reading that one.
Good things been found the monkeys in the state fair. Where is Will Wong?
Kim, is the door shut? Is it shut? Hey, Eliana. What word are you looking for? Solve. You solve me. You fix the problem or you solve the problem. You could solve number 2. I know. I'm sorry, but you're gonna be okay. Great job.
It's a shell. That's what that means. That's sweet. Now I got to steal the that. What is it? I had. Oh, this is a hard thing. How do you spell that?
Alright, I'm gonna read. Get ready to track. Everybody get ready to track. T-H-E-Y. Everybody stop writing references down. Let's open our book to page 52. And we're going to track while I read to y'all. Get ready to track.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? Let's start to track. We're going to start at the title.
The next 2 good things and 1 bad thing. The next big man said, I just spoke with one
Fish. The bone man. Wait, y'all listen. Okay. Track with your user. We're on I. We're right here. We're right here. We're right here. We're right here. Y'all ready? I've got 3 things to tell you. 2 of them are good things that you will like. 1 is a bad thing that you will not like. Tell me one of the good things, I said. Mr. Fish got the test back. The bone that you and Max found is a T-Rex bone. Yippee, I shouted. I'm glad that it's sold. Max will be so thrilled that he has a T-Rex bone. Well, said Nan, that brings me to the bad thing. Yeah, that's what. It's okay. But when that's the right page. Flip. Start at the top of this page. Ready to track. What is it? I asked, scratching my wrist. The bad thing is that you and Max will not get to keep the bone for yourselves. Why not? Did we do something wrong? Well, Nan said, it's because you found the bone in a state park. There's a law that says that you can't dig a bone in state parks and keep them for yourself. Bummer, I said. So who gets to keep it? The state. Mr. Fitch and his helpers will keep the bone and dig up the rest of the bones too. And that brings me to the last thing. This is a good thing? Yes. Tell me. They would like you and Max to visit them when they are digging up the bones. And they would like the two of you to pick out a name for the T-Rex that you found. Cool, I said. All right, we're not working on our sheets right now. We're gonna hit these questions first. So pencils down. You're gonna pick a question out of my hand. Oh, pick one. Pick one. Pick one.
I think they can see it. No.
Okay. Everybody show me your card. We're going to start with who is in this story? The story we just read, who is talking?
Kate. Matt.
Kate and
Mr. Fitch.
who?
Nan. Kate and Nan.
Kate and Nan are talking because Nan is telling Kate about
The good things and the
the two good things and the one bad thing. That is what is happening. So it's Nan and we're not working on our sheet right now. So it is Nan and Kate that are in this story. That is our clue. Let me see your questions. Let me see your why of where. Okay. Well, what are they doing in this story? Nan is telling Kate the news about the two good things and the one. Okay, you have how. Let's think. Let me think of the question I made up for how. How? Oh, they dug it up, remember? You don't need a new one right now because we're not using it. So I had the question of how did Kate feel whenever they told her that her and Max were going to be able to watch the big bones up and that they were going to be able to name it? No, but
She thought it was cool.
she thought it was cool that they were going to be able to watch them dig up the rest of the bones, and that they thought that it was. She thought that it was cool. They were going to be able to name the dinosaur. Isn't that kind of cool? I know it's fun.
I know what they can name it.
Well, we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay.
They can name it.
We're going to talk about that in a little bit. What's your question? Oh, and it said how. What was your question? Where? Where were they at? I don't really think it says. They might have just been in their house.
No.
Oh, you know, we can say, where did they find the bone? And why couldn't they keep it?
Because it was the law.
Because it was the law. So whenever they found the bone, they were in a state park. So they were in a state park whenever they found the bone, which is why they cannot keep it.
Why did you go from our elephant instead of the car? What if they went to another country?
Then you can actually keep it, I think. I think it's
What if they went to another country?
All right, last question. What do you have, Eliana? Why? Why?
Why could they not keep the
We
bone?
know that answer because they dug it up in a
State park.
in the state park. There's a law that says that you cannot keep something.
Why
That
was that the law?
it was the law. I don't know why it's the law. It's just it is. So
Wait, is that actually the law?
it probably is.
Like in real life?
Now you're gonna pick another question. And the thing that's cool about this, Grace, the thing that's cool about this is once you get your question in, You're not gonna say it out loud. You're gonna keep it to yourself. And I'm gonna go in a row. And whoever is asking their question, they're the teacher. And they get to ask their question. And y'all have to raise your hand. And whoever is asking your question gets to pick who's going to answer. Okay?
Yes.
So you're all gonna get a turn. Y'all both pick one. All right, we're gonna start with Grace. So everybody read their sentence, take it in, and then put it down in front of you. Not out loud. And then put it down in front of you. And let's listen to Reagan ask us her question. Well, she's gonna ask us, we're gonna be able to pick it up and return. And it's only trying to play with it. Okay, so everybody should be listening to Reagan because Reagan is our teacher right now. Miss Reagan, go ahead and ask your question. Raise your hand if you know the answer to that. Pick on someone. Because it was in the state park. And it's clear the law that you can do that. All right, good job, Miss Reagan. All right, now Miss Grace is the teacher. I want everyone to get a chance to answer this one, so you can choose the order you call. Okay, I'll answer one. I think they're gonna name it correctly. Rooney. Right, keep going, Rooney.
What? That's my dog name. My dog name is Rose, so I'm gonna call him
Purple.
And I think.
Now let Miss Grace share hers. What would you name yours? All right, now we have Mr. Tyron. So listen. What is the last good thing that Nan tells Kate? Pick one. Raise your hand if you want to answer. Tyron, pick up someone. If you need to go back to your book. They get to go in, watch them what? And they get to name it. So that was the last good thing that Nan told me. All right, Mr. Rhett, it's your turn. Mr. Rhett, pick up someone. Go. What kind of nose did they have? I was going to say a fish bone. But Mr. Rhett didn't pick me. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rhett. Now it's Miss Elliott.
The yard part.
Why did Ron Fish
Say park guys at any time something is dug up, easy to bolt to the park. It's against the law. Okay, after your question.
Why do you think Ron Fish didn't pick on Nan? Who's the only I'm going to choose?
What's the last of
To tell her about the news. So Ron Fish had to call and speak to Nan to tell her the two good things and not one. Are we in math class?
He's already answered all the
It's okay. We still got to discuss. All right, I'm the teacher. Miss Michelle's the teacher. All right, what do we think? Let's read the title of our next book. The title of our next book is called The Big Dig. What do you want to listen to me about? Take our turn. Okay. It's okay.
I know.
And they was, it says they was
So that's what a fossil is. So that picture on that page is called a fossil of a dinosaur. So it's all the bones. What do you think the big thing's gonna be about? The big
T-Rex.
So you're gonna dig up a big T-Rex?
So I say I started to see all of them and what kind of apple it is. Because I think they're gonna
red. So
so I think they from the tail. They're gonna see them dig.
Okay, what do you think? You know what else I think they're gonna do?
Wait, you have to. This is the picture.
I think they're going to name the dinosaurs.
What? Wait, it's probably gonna be. I bet they're gonna name it
And I also want to know if you were Max and Kate. Touch your nose once you
I want us to see.
if you could name the dinosaur, what would you name it? Touch your nose once Okay. What would you name yours? QT. What would you name yours? What would you name yours? I would probably name mine. I would probably name mine. Rudy.
I put mine on one of these because those are my two dogs.
My dog's name is Rudy. Dinosaur Rudy. Okay, let's go ahead and get our sheets and our pencils and we're gonna mark them.
I would name nobody knows. I used to have Oh yeah.
Okay, so we are going to go ahead and read our first question. Our first question is, what sort of bone did Max and Kate dig up? Go ahead and write our answer. Okay, I know it was silly, but let's go ahead and bring it back in. Okay, let's bring the laughter down, Kyron.
What did Ron tell him?
Let's read.
I like it.
Settle down. I know.
Yeah,
Take a deep breath.
that was.
Let's read. What did
I don't know. This is what I do before I
What word right here?
Also, the word that we keep saying like this. It's actually I. And it's called a contraction.
We already know that.
You hear me?
We have learned a couple. The next question says, why can't Max and Kate keep the bone? Let's go ahead and answer that.
Because it's a law.
Okay, y'all can go finish the rest at your desk.
No,
Turn, no reader. Everybody got that? I need green group. Zuby, you have to stay over there, okay? Because I'm videoing. But I need everybody else in green group over here. Where are you going? Come on, Elin. And Elliot's not here, right? So who else is in our group? Is it y'all, Zuby, and Elliot? It's you two, and then Elliot. That's okay. So we only have you two. It's gonna be us three. Okay. So I'm going to give you all questions. We're just gonna do it together since there's not a lot of us today. So first we're gonna ask you who was in our story that we just read? Who was talking? Who was telling Kate the two good things? Who was Nan was telling those things. So Kate and Nan were our who or our characters in our story that we read today. What was Nan telling Kate?
That two bad things and two good things.
Too bad that you two good
I mean, one bad thing and two good things. No, I said like.
He said two. So, Nan tells Kate two good things and one bad thing. And what were the two good things?
The other thing that the blue man got his test bag.
So they found out that the bone that they found was a T-Rex bone. They also found out that they get to go and watch them dig up the rest of the bones.
Make it to the name.
Dinosaurs are okay.
I think it's gonna be Max.
You think?
Because it kind of sounds like T-Rex and like.
Okay. Let's do this. So, give him the records. Or let's do this. How did Kate feel whenever she found out the last good thing? Well, she said bummer whenever she found out the bad thing. She's like, oh, bummer, we can't keep our bones. Then, but she said yippee whenever she found out that it was a T-Rex. But then she also said it was cool that they get to go watch them dig up the rest of the bones and they get their own story. So, I'm going to give you get this. So you are going to be the teacher. You hear me? You are going to be able to be the teacher. So, there's a bug in there. No, you can go. Oh, go. Jimmy. You don't have to walk around. Okay. You are going to be able to be the teacher. So Elan's going to ask us her questions first. Elan, ask us one of your questions. Or Miss Elan. And just put it on that chair. Yeah. Okay, you keep your own questions. Elin, ask your questions to ask for your questions. Hey, we're listening to our teacher.
Well, it says that they're gonna name.
Why can't they keep it common?
Well, the bones belong to a T-Rex.
They found it in a state park.
Because they found it in a state park and there's a law that tells them that they can't. Right, Connor, ask her question. Mr. Connor, ask her question. What is the last good thing, Elin? Yep, you can go back to your book and look. Your resources. Page 52.
But when you think of names, you think of names that would be good.
52.
So like Roxy would make sense.
Okay, go to the next page. Wait, it's on this page. It's 150.
And I forgot one.
Okay, so we were. No, it's in the sheet. It's on this page. It's okay, just write a line through it and write it above it. I want us to work on reading. When they are digging up the So the last good thing they figure out is that they get to either pick out their name and they get to go watch them dig. Elin, ask him your other question. Why did Ron speak? We had to tell them why.
It was nice.
Perfect. Ask your last question. T-Rex. Okay, good job. You all can put your worksheets in Chirpies. You can put those up here. So, and you can put your We're about to go. It came off? We're about to go back. If you're doing a spelling 5 ways, go ahead and go pick up your materials. If you haven't finished your questions, you can go put them in Kirby's nest. You can go put your book questions in Kirby's nest.
We use the same things.
I know, we're going to put
In the same place.
Freya, go for Miss Rainey. We are picking up our Spelling 5 Ways material. We are putting our packet for the story and Turkey's nest. We're putting it in Chirpy's nest. It's on. You can keep. I know. We're putting it in Chirpy's nest. So we can continue working on it. Yes, or you can put it setting material if you can do that.
Right, so that way you can cover it
Put everything in Trevor's desk. You put that in Trevor's. Yes. Y'all sit at your desk. Yes, Grace, pick up the books on your side. Brett, pick up the books on your side. Or Harper, pick up your books. Okay. We put them up. Passers. We are going to complete our extended sheet and our word sort sheet. So, y'all remember how we talked about this?
Yes.
We're going to sort our old sound words, either the single L or the double L. And then you're also going to be able to practice on your own how to extend a sentence. Okay. We are going to do testing spots. We're going to go to our testing spots.
What? I didn't know it was testing.
These are just kind of some practice worksheets.
Oh.
But we're going to go to our testing spot to do them. Okay? Gather to your testing spot.
Hey, what you want?
Freya and Zuby, y'all stay right there. Zuby, stay. I know, we're gonna have to make some adjustments. Elin, you're just gonna stay at your desk. Okay? It says, all this extra noise we do not need. Okay, we are going to hand out testing folders. We're going to hand out our sheets. Whenever you get them, you write our name or number, and then you can begin. It does not matter which order you complete them in. You can do this in the sentence first. You can do the word sort first, whichever one. Okay. Get your test folders first. Yes, once you get them, you can start. Okay. Your spot. Is it working? It doesn't matter what you do first. You do your name and number. Yes. Make sure you use your 5-star writing. You can do it. Once you're done with one, you can move on to the other. Should I read it now? Let's go on together. Who's here? So Lynn draws. What does she draw? Where does she draw? How does she draw? When you go in, does she draw? This is right.
How does she draw?
I'm gonna ask you a question. You're answering it.
Well, you're.
So you can say Lynn draws. Where do you think Dan would draw?
What are you gonna say?
What's the specific part? Is every valley starts with
She's drawing at school.
okay, well, write that to start with what? Or how there. Dan draws. If you're done, you can grab a book off your table and write it. Say it, Liam. You do the other one yet? Let's go. Name draws. Extend the sentence.
How can you make this sentence juicy? You make this sentence juicy. Tell me. You can ask yourself where, what, how, when. That's just
Good job. You done? No, we'll go ahead and chill for a second. How are you going like that? What are you gonna say? You done? Okay.
You gotta answer that, man, girls.
What can man draw?
So write that in a complete sentence. Man draws.
Alright.
White parts of the sentence.
Yes. You done? Just.
What you doing?
I'm finished.
Come on, you have your sentence.
Do the other one. Make I love you?
Because man draws.
Okay. Man draws his hair. Man draws.
Okay, what
Where
do
do you
you
think man would draw it?
Okay, now go.
Where do you think man would draw? Or what do you think man would draw a picture of? You can write that. You can write what you think man would draw. Man draws what?
Okay, read that and see if it makes sense.
William. Sorry, man draws. You done?
Like what?
You done? Man draws a what? What did you draw?
Okay, read it again. Whoa. Okay, good.
Are you done? All right, let's fold up our testing folders. Let's put our books away. Fold up our testing folders, put our books away. Get ready to come and hand me your paper and your testing folder. Subi and Priya, y'all stay sitting over here, okay? All right, number one. That's right here. Miss Raymond's gonna grab those for me, okay? Number one, be careful with the cords. The papers and your testing folder. Be careful while you're walking with the cords. Come on, Cannon.
Connor, be very careful, don't bump that.
Both pages.
Don't even go
Number one, number two, three. Come on. Five.
No, y'all don't straddle the
He said
board.
five.
No, stop. Don't even go close to it. 7.
What number are you, Weston? Okay. Thank you. Cornelius. Thank you. 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 Okay. Side 1 comes in the front. Side 2. Alright. Consent. Thank you for helping with Grace. Can you get it?
Wait, Grace, help you. Grace, help you.
There we go. Good job. Alright, so today we learned our ways to spell the O sound, which can be our single or our
Double L.
and our single L can be at the beginning, the middle,
Middle,
or end, and does it follow a short vowel? It does not follow a short vowel sound. So it's at the end of a word without a short vowel. And then our double L can come at the end of a word with a short vowel. But I forgot to mention this earlier. We do have rule breakers.
Llama.
Llama is Lloyd. So llama, the double L comes at the beginning.
And then the double.
Miss Rainey.
And then Lloyd.
Elliot said llama a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Yeah, it was Zuby. It was Zuby.
Oh,
Zuby said it. No.
Elliot
Okay.
close to.
So we have our rule breakers, llama and Lloyd. Lloyd is a name.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, my friend's name is.
And then we also figured out how to make some juicy sentences. How do we make some juicy sentences, Asher? We can add adjectives, so we can add some describing words, and we can add where something is happening by using the words like in or out or at. We can use those words. And just behind, we can say where something is taking place, and we can ask ourselves the questions when or where or what kind, or we can ask how, and all of those questions help us to make juicy sentences. Now, we are going to do these again, but you are going to say them with me, okay? I can identify the spelling for the ooh sound. Say it correctly, Asher. I can expand a sentence using adjectives and prepositions. I can read with purpose and understanding. I can answer questions about key details in a text. Good job. And we did all of this up on our agenda.
Yes.
Do you see it?